Oh, my head is spinning. I feel strange. My phone. Must be McPherson. She must be trying to locate me. Careful. There's glass everywhere. McPherson? Have you located me? Have you figured out where this miserable house is?
In a quiet place. Don't worry, we won't be disturbed.
You won't get away with this. I've warned McPherson. The FBI and the police will soon be here. They know exactly where I am.
The funniest thing is that you seem to believe what you're saying. I have a deal for you. If you manage to get out of here, I'll consider setting you free. I've prepared a few surprises for you on your path to freedom. Just to spice things up a little.
Please, let me go.
Come on, pull yourself together. Oh, one last thing. While you were unconscious, I injected you with a little dose of poison. You should already be feeling the symptoms. Vertigo, weakness, nausea, and death. Eventually. You better start looking for the antidote. And don't forget, the collar enables me to bring you back to reason. Good luck, gorgeous.
The label indicates that this bottle contains a chemical reactant. To separate the true from the false? What does that mean? Four vials filled with liquid. It says which one on the base. I'm feeling better.
Congratulations. You've won the right to remain alive. Now.
If I walk on these shards, I'm going to cut myself really badly. A memory card. I can read its contents on my voice recorder. This is Paloma Hernandez, reporting live from Jackman, Maine. Agent McPherson, have you found any clues?
No comment. Get lost.
It's the audio from a report I did on the East Coast killer. A new victim of the East Coast killer has been discovered. I have with me now one of the agents in charge of the case, James Hawker.
The investigation is proceeding as planned. No comment.
Today, January 13th, the lifeless body of Dolores Wilkins was found by local police by the side of a lake. The discovery of the body confirms the authenticity of the video clips which were broadcast last week. We know now that the so-called East Coast killer is no hoax. It looks like a fuse box. The cable goes through the wall. Locked. This tap seems to be working. I've got to get the clasp open on this goddamn collar. These inscriptions, are they here to help me or scare me? A severed hand. Oh my God. This sicko's put up cameras everywhere. Ugh, it's stuck. I need something to pry it open. This can't possibly work. There's no way I'm sticking my hand in this rat-infested hole. It's not opening.
Bravo! You've managed to get out. The plot continues to unfold. Once again, you must simply open the door. But first you must figure out which one.
Let me go. I'm begging you.
But you can go. It's just a matter of figuring out how to accomplish it. Prove to me that you're more than just a pretty face. Come on, lovely Paloma. Show me what you're made of. I hope you appreciate my little theater of horrors. It reflects the trajectory that our oh-so-civilized society has chosen to deal with those it deems criminal. First the prison, then the execution chamber, which leads to deliverance. Now, let's see if you're going to find the chair comfortable enough for you.
I hear an electric buzzing coming from this cupboard. This fuse box may be linked to the electrical cupboard in the other room. It's too dark. I can't see anything in there. An electric chair on rails. How convenient. A bulb half unscrewed, but it works. These inscriptions, are they here to help me or scare me? It's my first name. And the number 129.
Alola, the delicious Alola. You found the key to freedom, of a sort. All you have to do is go through the door. Welcome to the morgue. The bodies of the condemned are brought here after their execution. That's the protocol. You mustn't deviate from it. The door in the back will lead you to freedom. But to go through it, you must open it first. I know what you're thinking. Another door. Don't think that I lack imagination. I just adore the comedy of repetition.
I have money. I can pay you a ransom if you let me out of here.
Come now, don't be vulgar. Money doesn't interest me. It's a dead thing. I prefer what's alive. I prefer that which can die. I tried to be as authentic as possible when I created this room. But I'm not a coroner. I hope you'll forgive any blunders. I'm watching you. Are you going to get the message?
There's a lock. I don't see how this shirt could be useful to me. I'd rather not imagine what might have happened on this table. These tiles must serve some purpose. It looks like a countdown clock. It's off. It'll never work. This tap seems to be working.
All this is just a little too easy. I'm going to make the game a little more interesting. You have a few minutes to figure out how to open the door at the back. If you take too long, poison gas will be released. Hurry up. Time flies.
It's a mannequin. There's a tag attached to its feet. There's a name on the label, McPherson. The letter P is underlined. The name Hawker is written on this label, and the letter H is underlined. A label with my name. The first E in Hernandez is underlined. A butcher's sign? What a sense of humor.
The game is over. You did well to get rid of the collar. I would have killed you. I'll give you a little breather. I have to prepare the next scene.
It sounds hollow. It's too dark. I can't see anything in there. It's too dark. I can't see anything in there. I have to unscrew the fuse box. I have to turn it on to make the platform go up. It's not this. I have to turn it on to make the platform go up. I have to turn it on to make the platform go up. A newspaper with an article on the killer. I doubt I'll find out anything new.
Kate Halloway, County Sheriff. I was expecting you.
Hi, I'm Agent McPherson. This is Agent Garris. What have you found?
No one here. The house is empty. There are a few signs of recent occupation, but if the killer was here, he's gone now.
I see. We'll take a look around ourselves, just in case.
This reporter who's disappeared, She was following your investigation quite closely, wasn't she?
Yeah, we go way back.
It's not easy to conduct an investigation with someone breathing down your neck, is it?
Do you have information on the house? Who's the owner?
A Howard Peterson. He died more than 20 years ago. Suicide. The house has been abandoned ever since.
An old decrepit house in the forest. You'd think we were in a horror movie.
My men are searching the forest, looking for a body. I have a few roadblocks set up around the county. I've put in a query on the property to the Holton Land Registry. I'm expecting an answer. I'll keep you posted. I almost forgot. We found a memory card on the kitchen table. Comes from a phone or some such digital gadget. Take it.
No sign of Miss Hernandez. Is that good news or bad? At least we located the house quickly, thanks to the info she gave us.
The killer had the entire night to act. The fact that he abducted Hernandez instead of killing her on the spot is a good sign.
With the field kit provided by the lab, we should be able to get somewhere.
Let's hope that this time around the killer's finally made some mistakes.
I have Hawker's file, as requested.
Okay, thanks, Garrus.
I couldn't help having a peek. What Hawker did was unacceptable. A guy like that has no place in the FBI.
James was a good agent, but he crossed the line. I'm not excusing him, Garrus, but I understand what pushed him over the edge. Too much pressure.
Discovery of this house is a huge step forward. Do you think we're finally gonna stop the East Coast killer?
Everything depends on the wisdom of the profiler of the Great Lakes and the pluck of Quantico's juvenile investigator. You watch too much TV, Garrus.
This is Paloma Hernandez, reporting live from Jackman, Maine. Agent McPherson, have you found any clues? No comment. Get lost.
These tire tracks were left by a large vehicle. Broken glass, like a windshield or a car window. There's something here. A bare footprint. The tracks correspond to those of the pickup truck that was identified as the killer's.
Hi, Vic. How goes your stroll in the picturesque woods of rural Maine?
We haven't found Hernandez yet. I'm leading the investigation in the field with Garrus and the local police.
No trace of the killer?
He vanished without leaving a forwarding address, but I plan on tracking him down.
Look, I know this one's important to you, but still, be careful, okay?
Don't worry, Claire. I'll be sensible. And if I forget any of the textbook instructions, Garrus will remind me. What's new in the Chicago office?
Everyone's on the case. Miller is pulling all-nighters doing computer research, and Kingsley is running around stuffing his face with cookies. As for the boss, well, she comes in to see me every 10 minutes. When she's stressed, she almost makes me long for our old supervisor Browning, if that gives you any idea.
Stop it. She can't be worse than him.
I even got a call from Inspector Tate. He's ready to give us a hand, unofficially.
That William. He feels indebted since his nomination. All I did was give him a boost. It's thanks to his own skills that he succeeded. Do you know what happened to Hawker after he was fired from the FBI?
Not really. I think he went into security. I'll ask around, let you know. I have to go. Call me if you've got a problem.
There's a pretty clear shoe print. Hernandez told us about this crossbeam. What's this? A pattern carved in the wood. Looks like some sort of insignia. I better photograph it. A military insignia. I need to ask Claire about this.
Hi, Vic. How goes your stroll in the picturesque woods of rural Maine? This is Claire Ashby. I'm not available at the moment. Please call back later.
I have a job for you, Claire. I'm sending you a clue to look at. A pretty little wood carving. Metal grate. The ground is wet here. A metal grate. It must come from the gate. Looks like blood on this piece of rubber. There's been an explosion here. Looks like a stun grenade. A footprint near the explosion. An archery target. Well used, too. Perhaps we're on the trail of a modern-day Robin Hood. There's an electric fence surrounding the property. The power's been cut. The hatch is closed and the lock looks rusty. The plate is covered with mud. I can't read the number. An old rusty iron brazier. Probably used to burn weeds and debris. There are traces of vegetation. Blackened skulls of little animals. Charming. This old shack must be at least a century old. If only its walls could talk. The screeching door is the same as the best alarm system in the world. Yuck. This fridge is disgusting. Dirty dishes. Maybe I'll find fingerprints on them. I must take a sample of this clue. I doubt that Hernandez cooked. She must have left her fingerprint while eating. The fact that she ate is rather encouraging. The killer wants to keep her alive. An old dirty oven. I wouldn't bake cookies in that. Message scribbled on the newspaper. Who's next? The serial killer's eternal question. There's something behind the shelf. Looks like a dumbwaiter. The door's locked, and the call box seems to be out of order. This phone is broken. Half the floorboards are pulled out. Smells pretty musty in there. An old film. The Glass Key. Haven't seen it. Then again, I haven't exactly had much time to become a movie buff. This food tray reeks of the chemical cleansers the killer uses. I won't find any fingerprints on it. The Blue Dahlia. That film came out in 1946, a year before the sad fate of the Black Dahlia. A matchbox. I hope I won't have to use it. A small metallic safe with a digital lock, LK model. I think there are smudges on the buttons of the digital lock. I might be able to get prints. The rest of the prints are no good. Damn. There we go. The safe is open. Screenplays. The House of Terror. The Butcher of Massachusetts. Wow. An Oscar nomination's practically guaranteed. These stories sound twisted. And so is the hack who wrote them. There's no name on them, though. It's sealed. It's locked. Screenplays. The House of Terror. The Butcher of Massachusetts. Wow. An Oscar nomination's practically guaranteed. These stories sound twisted. Fingerprint's not on file. I need to get Clarion on this.
Oh, Vic, where would you be without your favorite coroner? What can I do for you this time?
I think I have something new to help ID the killer. I've scanned a print that's not in my records. I'm sending it to you.
Okay, I'll look into it. Talk to you later, Vic. Good luck.
A book written by one Stephen Bachman. A horror novel. Book on American painters. Somebody trying to bring back bad memories? This book is about nuclear war. It's from the 50s. A chemistry textbook. The preferred literature of murderers everywhere. Locks of hair. They're labeled. Janet, Olivia, Susan. The killer's victims. This sicko made himself some sort of a morbid reliquary. On forensic medicine. It's open to the chapter Trepanation. This is Claire's kind of thing. Me, not so much. There's a lock of hair being used as a bookmark. But whose? There's a hiding place here. A piece of wood has been moved. Maybe I'll find a fingerprint with the help of the kit. Sheriff Halloway poked around in the china cabinet, and she didn't mention it. So much for teamwork.
I wanted to verify a detail in the room. Nothing important.
Have you found anything special in the house?
Just clues regarding a local case. Nothing that concerns the FBI.
Really? What's it about?
We've been looking for a local hunter named Anderson. He's got nothing to do with your killer.
Have you taken samples from the house, Sheriff? If so, would you be so kind as to inform me?
I've poked around. I'm a cop. It's my job. I haven't found anything relevant to your case.
If you say so, Sheriff. Don't forget we're supposed to be on the same side. Women's clothes. They may have belonged to the victims. Lock of hair. I have to find out whose. I've already seen this room in the film sent by the killer. It's the ideal place for nightmares. This electronic entryway has been short-circuited. Maybe Hernandez's work? Bloodstained bandages. A test is in order. There's something on this broken mirror. There's something on this broken mirror. There's a message smudged on the glass. Held underground. Bloodstained bandages. A test is in order. The edge of the mattress is damaged. Bits have been pulled out. Hernandez must have passed through here to escape. It's quite a fall. There's a piece of paper in the stove. This is the flyer Hernandez told me about on the phone. Handcuffs. They don't have pink fur, so I'm guessing they're not for playtime. An empty base. Probably used for a surveillance camera. Recordings, the killer has called this the Room of Death's Betrothed. That explains the dress.